Hey everyone. Welcome to Locked Hearts, our podcast where Alex and I chat about those crazy twists in relationships. I'm Eric, and today I'm here with my guy, Alex. Today we're looking back on one of the most influential moments in our relationship and how that has transformed the past real with some vivid feels thrown in. Alex, are you ready?
Absolutely. I can't believe it's been 2 years already. Today, we're going to tell a story. It's a story about love, trust, and a life changing decision we made together involving a chastity belt.
Yeah, let's go way back. Before I even brought up chastity to you, I was terrified to say it out loud. I'd been scrolling those Reddit threads late at night, reading guys' stories about how denial ramps up the heat in their relationships. But admitting it, my stomach knotted up. I worried you'd think I was weird. Or that it meant our sex life wasn't enough. What if you laughed it off? Or got turned off? I felt vulnerable, like spilling the secret could shatter our vibe. My palms sweated just thinking about your reaction. Would you pull away or dive in? Finally, I blurted it out over dinner one night, heart pounding, face hot.
I remember that dinner. You looked so nervous, eyes darting. But honestly, it sparked something in me right away. I thought, this could amp us up. He's trusting me with this. I saw your fear, that raw openness, and it pulled me closer. So I surprised you a week later with a basic plastic cage, saying, let's try it. Your eyes lit up, relief washing over you.
Totally. That plastic felt light and snug at first, like a secret hug down there. But nothing like what came next. Fast forward a bit. Things leveled up the night in our dim bedroom when you showed me the real deal. The behind bars chastity belt. It was made of stainless steel, with a waistband that locks around the hips for a secure fit, a curved front plate that shields everything, and a tubular cage that encloses the penis completely, that secures everything comfortably inside. Completely inescapable. Built for comfort, but once it was locked on, there was no way I was going to escape.
You stood naked, trembling. I could see your thoughts churning. I felt dominant, my hands firm and warm as I slid the cold metal cage on. That icy touch shocking your skin, making you shiver as the tube enclosed everything. The waistband clicked shut around your hips, the steel warming slowly to your body heat. Then I twisted the key, that sharp snap echoing in the room like a door slamming shut. You gasped at the sudden weight. I smirked and said, done.
That moment. Electric The first weeks blurred. I wore loose pants at work, hoping no one would notice. But doubts crept in quick. I thought, is this too much? What if it messes me up long term? I'd second guess things, feeling moody and frustrated, like my emotions were on a roller coaster. But you reassured me every time, pulling me close on the couch, your arms warm and strong, whispering, you're doing great, you can do this. You'd tease me gently sometimes, using my body for your fun while reminding me how hot it was for me to concentrate on your pleasure, since there was no way I was going to be able to satisfy myself in the ways I was used to. Those talks got me through. Your confidence calmed my fears.
I could see it in your eyes. That tug of war. From my perspective, it was challenging too. I was worried if I was pushing you too hard, if my growing obsession with this control was fair. But as I saw you adjust to the belt, my arousal spiked again. This deep satisfaction from knowing I was guiding you through the rough spots. I wanted my confidence to calm your fear. Seeing you struggle and then lean on me, it sent shivers down my spine, amplifying my arousal into this profound sense of ownership and purpose.
By the end of the second month, I craved release. I honestly thought that I would explode if I couldn't get the sexual release I had been denied since you locked my dick in a cage.
You handled it like a champ. The belt became part of you. But then came the big test. We were just lounging on the couch, and I pulled out that little bottle of thread locker, the super strong glue. You asked, what's that? I said, time to make it permanent. My heart was racing, my breath shallow with anticipation. In my head, I was thinking, this seals us. This makes his focus entirely on me. Forever. For me, this moment was everything. My arousal was like a wildfire, consuming me with the idea of irreversible control.
My stomach dropped like a rock. You can't lock it on forever. I thought this was just a phase. What if I regret this? No more choices. What if the thrill fades and I'm stuck in this thing forever? I was excited and terrified. Alex, wait, what if I shrink or can't function? Give me a say in this. I panicked, tugging on the belt, its unyielding steel cold against my frantic fingers.
I chuckled, but I was serious. I applied that red, sticky glue to the screws, my fingers trembling slightly, not from doubt, but from the sheer intensity of the moment. I told you, it's not your choice. It's what I want. I screwed them back in. 10 minutes and it would be done. I pulled you close and kissed your head, my body practically vibrating with arousal. I thought, he'll love it. This will be his new normal. From my view, overriding your protests felt right. Tea was the ultimate act of dominance, and your desperation only fueled my desire, making the moment feel like I was forging an unbreakable bond. Your tears, your pleas, they made my control feel absolute.
My protest turned into whimpers as the glue set. Fear hit hard, but mixed with a strange excitement I couldn't explain. I pleaded, Alex, don't do this. I'm scared. I'm not ready. But you just held me tighter. And as time went on, the fear started to mix with this insane, overwhelming thrill. The idea of total surrender was terrifying, but it was also electrifying. That's when the shift happened for me. The fear turned into an overwhelming high. No more decisions. I'll need to find my pleasure in making sure you receive yours. It doesn't matter anymore what I want. This belt is locked on, and there's nothing that can ever change that. I'll have to find a way to enjoy it. That click of the lock, for you, was power and connection. For me, it was finality, both scary and thrilling. That moment changed both of our lives forever.
2 years later, how do we feel about this defining moment in our relationship? For me, it's been a rush. I'll be honest, right after the glue dried, I had a flicker of doubt. Did I push too far? Your tears shook me for a moment. But seeing how you have embraced your belt, I have no regrets. I feel its unyielding grip on you. The sight of the belt still sends a shiver of arousal through me every time I think about it. I feel proud of us. No second guesses. No regrets.
The first few months after it became permanent were a mix of emotions. That fear of regret was still there. But as time passed, the thrill and the bliss totally won out. The feeling of surrender deepened. The weight of the belt doesn't feel like a restriction anymore. It feels like a part of me. I still live a life of frustrated horniness, but I have learned to embrace it. I remember the panic, but I have no real regrets.
And that's our story. 2 years after locking Eric into his chastity belt, neither of us has any regrets. Over time, we have found ways to make sure both of our sexual needs are met, although for Eric, they are met in different ways. Even if we did have regrets, there's nothing we can do about it now. The belt is locked permanently, and nothing will ever change that. We couldn't remove it if we wanted to. What do you think? Was it the ultimate show of trust, or did we go too far? We'd love to hear your thoughts.